This is Tristan, the bow tie toy guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going on a road trip in the Cincinnati, Ohio area to attend the Traders World Flea Market. This will be my third toy hunt there. I'll leave a link in the description down below to the first two if you'd like to check those out. We're on the hunt for toys and non-sport trading cards. I will show you at the end anything I pick up. Let's get started. If you're not familiar with Traders World Flea Market, it is a large year-round indoor-outdoor flea market. As you can see from this footage, the buildings that are interconnected are gigantic. Let's start with the outside section first. In between and around the buildings, they have outside vendors, and the buildings are all painted and themed differently, which is really cool. I immediately found a box filled with loose dolls, so of course we had to stop to dig through that. It's a little bit of everything. There is a Cabbage Patch Kids little mini doll. There's some Barbie in here. A big part of my toy collecting is finding dolls thrifting like this that are loose and in terrible condition and restoring them to get them to look brand new and restyling them. Those shorts I recognize. I think those went on a Ken doll, perhaps. They're from a beach line in the 90s. If you remember what those are, let me know in the comments down below. But I'm certain it's a beach line from the 90s. There's also some Bratz dolls in here. There's even like a loose Power Rangers action figure. I love boxes like this that have just a little bit of everything. There are some Disney dolls, as well as I think to the right there in the front, that might be an American Girl mini doll. And then this male doll, I think is possibly Max Steel. It might be Action Man. Let me know if you recognize him. The outside vendors are fun because you never know what you're going to find. It's a little bit of everything: clothing, furniture, jewelry, toys. Let's make our way inside now to check out the vendors in this giant interconnected maze. We're going to start with Funko Pop vinyl figures. There are quite a few vendors at Traders World that have them, and this particular booth had just a ton. There were so many Funko Pop vinyl figures to choose from at this vendor's space, including that Louis Chase from Disney's Tailspin. Of course, I also have to showcase the Masters of the Universe Funko Pop vinyl figures. Now we're moving on to a vendor space that we haven't checked out before on the channel in the previous two toy hunting episodes where we visited Traders World. This guy had a ton of dolls: Disney, Rainbow High, Bratz, classic Disney like this Jewel Prince Eric doll from Tycho. I'm going to give a shout out to his particular booth space at the end of the video if you'd like to know where he's located inside of Traders World, so stay tuned for that. Look at these adorable Ever After High dolls. I found a few recently thrifting that I'm in the process of restoring, and like I said earlier, he has a bunch of Bratz as well, and in just a second we're going to check out his big collection of Monster High dolls. I love Monster High. I have that slow-mo in the back there in my own collection. Monster High is responsible for getting me back into doll collecting as an adult with Generation 1. Definitely let me know in the comments down below who your favorite Monster High character is. He also had a few My Little Pony figures, and below that, there was a box of loose dolls that were a little bit worse for wear, like without some of their clothing. For instance, this Disney's Tinkerbell. There were some Descendants dolls. Once again, a little bit of everything. In the very middle of Traders World, there's a cafeteria food vendors area, and it definitely has like a mix of decor, but it's kind of an underlying jungle safari theme. Let's move on to the next vendor space. I have purchased from this guy in the past. He's really nice to talk to. He has a mix of both vintage and modern toys, action figures, dolls, vinyl records, CDs, a little bit of everything. He had a few dolls up top and then some Hercules figures, Star Wars, G.I. Joe. Very much so a mix of things to look at. He even had a giant Burger King figure. This next vendor had a bunch of bagged loose toys. They were a mix of kind of everything, but I found something hidden in between all of this. So definitely stay tuned at the end. Just to give you a hint, it's a doll. This next vendor had a showcase with vintage strawberry shortcake dolls, as well as the vintage PVC minifigures, and they had a good selection of non-sport trading cards as well. If you've watched my channel in the past, you know that I also actively collect non-sport trading cards. Look at this vintage Care Bears toy. How cute. As we pan around, they also had both mint in box and loose 1/6 scale dolls. There were some Star Wars mixed in there. Here's a Dick Tracy doll of Madonna's character from the film. They had a mint in box Blossom doll in the showcase down below. As we pan around, they also had a good selection of both vintage and modern action figures. It's always cool to see a vintage Castle Grayskull out in the wild. I am back from checking out Traders World. This was my third time toy hunting there. It is amazing. Every single time, different, a little bit of everything to look at, both vintage and modern, everything from action figures to dolls. So let me go over my haul. It has started to rain. It was supposed to rain all day today. So I'm glad that it waited until I was done with all of the places. But if you hear a lot of background noise, it's starting to pour outside. So let me show you what I found. We'll start with the dolls that I picked up that I'm going to restore, vintage dolls. I found this Barbie, and her hair is an absolute rat's nest and it's nasty, but I can restore her. Her articulation is still good and there's nothing broken on her. I picked her up because I think it'll be easy to probably ID her. I'm trying to get her necklace fixed so that I can actually show it to you. But she has these really pretty little rose earrings and necklace and a little pink ring. So if you know which Barbie this is, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll see if I can get a close-up of her little rose earrings. I don't think this is her outfit. I think it's just something that they put her in. It may be Barbie, and I'm going to clean up the little outfit pieces and keep them because they don't have any rips or tears in them. And who doesn't love a good donut shirt? So I am going to keep that. Her bend and snap knees still work really well. And it's always nice to find one that still has the ring. So I picked her up. And then so that she can have a family member, I picked up her sister Skipper. This is older. I think this is early 80s is my guess. And I don't think this is her outfit either. I think they just put it on her so she wasn't naked. But I picked up this Skipper. So once again, if you know who this is, let me know. Her hair is disgusting, but I can fix it. She has that beautiful face that Skipper had during that specific era. And she has the bend and snap knees, which are in good condition. And she doesn't have any rips or tears or damage to the body. Just the hair is nasty and she needs cleaned up. And like I said, I don't think this is her outfit. So I picked her up. Those were my only restoration purchases. And then I told the guy that I would give him a shout out because he was really sweet. I hope it's not getting too dark for you to see me because of the rain. It's starting to get really dark. I told him I would give a shout out in my video to his location inside Traders World. He is in aisle 9. He specializes in Monster High dolls. So this is his card. If you're ever at Traders World and you want to check him out, he had things other than Monster High as well. So specifically, and this is the second Tycho Little Mermaid doll that I have found today because I also filmed a toy hunt today at a doll show in Cincinnati. So I found for $10, which is an amazing price, the Jewel Prince Eric with his dog Max. This is the first time I've ever had a Max toy to put in the collection with Disney. Mint in box, really beautiful. The Tycho dolls have such high quality from the early 90s, wonderful soft goods, a lot of detail, just absolutely beautiful. He was released in 1993, so hopefully you can see. Really beautiful. And he also comes with a jewel necklace, like a gift to give to Ariel, which is really sweet. So I might put that actually on one of my Ariel dolls. But I picked him up. Very, very handsome. And then he had a lot of loose accessories from Monster High. And I have several dolls that I'm in the process of restoring that I found at thrift stores that have nothing. So I picked up a pair of Create a Monster black high heels that I think would work on pretty much any Monster High doll. And then I picked up a pair of Scaradice Abby Abominable shoes to put on an Abby that I have that doesn't have really any accessories. And I think, oh, and I picked up one more thing. And then I found the dead, tired, Abby Abominable little nightgown. It is dirty, but I can get the stains out of it and clean it up, and it doesn't have any rips or anything in it. And I think that's it. Yes, that is everything I found. Like I said, amazing flea market if you're ever in the Cincinnati, Ohio area. Please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the flea market, and thank you so much for watching.